makeup time, and I have decided to show you a full, here it is from start to finish. I will tell you I am not a makeup artist. I'm just a girl who likes to wear makeup and likes to feel pretty. So the makeup I'm going to be using today is Savvy Minerals by Young Living. We just got this new makeup. They released it at convention. And I'm so excited to finally have a natural, safe, plant-based, cruelty-free, gluten-free, all of the bad stuff free, full of all the good stuff option for my skin. So let's start from the very beginning, okay? I have washed my face with Orange Blossom Facial Wash, so I cleansed my face. And now I am going to use the Art Light Moisturizer as my moisturizer before I apply my makeup. So I'm gonna do one squirt, just one, okay? And I'm gonna put that all over my face. So what I've been hearing and seeing from people is that they suggest that after applying your light moisturizer or your serums to your face, that you want to start applying your makeup between 5 and 10 minutes after you put on that moisturizer. So it's just gonna set a real smooth base for this makeup, this mineral makeup. Now I am a powder person. I have been using Bare Minerals for a long time, and those are all powder based. If you are a liquid foundation person, have no fear. There is an option to make it liquid. You can turn the powder into a liquid. Today I'm going to be using it as a powder. So I've been kind of experimenting with colors. I got all of the colors at convention, and what I have found is that the warm colors, so warm number 1, number 2, number 3, those have a little bit better coverage than the cool number 1, number 2, number 3. And so today I'm gonna combine warm number 1 and cool number 2, okay? These are gonna be combined to make my foundation today. So I'm just gonna tap a little bit of the warm, oh, that was a little bit of the warm into my lid here. And then I'm also going to add, hopefully just a little bit, of the cool number 2. So warm number 1 and cool number 2. So that's in my lid right now, okay? And I am going to use the misting spray, so the Savvy Minerals misting spray, which smells amazing, has aloe in it and essential oils in it. It's so very good for your skin. And I'm gonna take my Savvy Minerals brush. So this is one of their brushes. I'm gonna spray, let's shake it up first. I'm gonna spray 1, 2 drops or 2 sprays on the brush, and then I just take it across my hand like this to get rid of any drips or anything. So then I'm just gonna put that directly into my lid and spin it around, get it all good. Tap it off, all the excess. And then I'm just gonna go to town. So you're gonna wanna move in circular motions like this, okay? And I'm just gonna cover my whole face. If you get to the point where you're ready to build on top of your foundation, say you need a little bit more coverage, as you'll notice I have a couple of problem spots on my face right now. Stress, y'all, it's real. So I'm just gonna spritz one more on my brush, get it nice and moist. Just go back for layer number 2. The great thing about using minerals is that it's buildable. So you're not caking on makeup to cover problem areas. It doesn't make it feel heavier. It's awesome. Okay, so I do have this brush, and this is a Bare Essentials brush that I've had for a long time. And it's actually called a concealer brush. And so something that I like to do is take it, I need to wash it probably, but I take it and I just put a little bit of just the powder on here. And I'm gonna kind of use this under my eyes just to get rid of any dark circles. Because I have 3 kids. Sleep does not happen very often, let's be honest. So I'm gonna use this to kind of go over any dark spots, or if you have any discoloration. I have a lot of freckles, so I'm not trying to cover those up necessarily because freckles are beautiful. But I am gonna use this just to kind of blend everything together and get that one little spot right there that I don't want to be seen. And go across my skin where I tend to get a little bit of redness, a little bit of discoloration on my face. So I'm just gonna go over that real quick. And again, this all blends together so nicely. And any other problem spots that I have, I'm just gonna go back over that real quick with the powder. Okay, that's it. Foundation is on. Success. Okay, so next up, I am gonna choose to do my bronzer. I love using bronzer. It makes me feel sun-kissed and lovely. And this is a brush that I got at Ulta because I only got a few brushes of the Savvy brushes. I'm gonna get more, but until then, I'm gonna use this one. And there are a couple of different options for bronzer. Today, I'm going to use Summer Loved because it gives me a little bit more color, and that's what I like. So I'm just gonna tap a little bit into the lid here. Now this is a dry application, so we're not gonna wet our brush with our misting spray. Swirl and tap. You may have heard that before when you're using mineral makeup. And I'm just gonna contour underneath my cheekbone, kind of up towards my temple, on both sides. I'm just contouring here to give my face a little bit more structure. You can see that. It's just kind of defining my cheekbone on both sides, okay? And then I'm gonna do a little bit more, not much, just a tiny little bit, onto other places on my face where the sun would touch. So across the top of my forehead, like this. And unlike when we put on our foundation, I'm gonna go across my nose and my chin also. So unlike the foundation, which you want to put on in a circular motion like this, I'm more just kind of swiping it across my face here, okay? So this is our bronzer. I'm gonna define that face just a little bit. Makes you feel all sun-kissed and beautiful. A little on your neck never hurt. Let's define that jaw. Okay, bronzer on. Check. Now it's time for the veil, or the Diamond Dust. This is one of my favorite products, you guys. This is incredible. So it's it comes into the lid super white looking, and you're like, ooh, have no fear. It doesn't look like that on your skin. But here is something that I learned. Now there was this strange little tool that I watched somebody use that it looks like a strange sponge. I don't have one of those yet. I'm not a makeup artist. So I'm just gonna use another brush that I have had in the past, and I'm going to lightly tap that veil across the top of my cheekbones right here. I'm gonna do it across the top of my forehead just a little bit, down my nose, right here, and right there, okay? And I'm gonna let this sit on my face, okay, while I do my eyes. And the reason I'm gonna do that is because it's gonna soak into my skin a little bit. And then when I brush it lightly off when I do my blush, it's gonna give my face like this beautiful glow, okay? So that's the veil. And I have another tip for you about the veil when we get to our mascara, so wait for that. All right, guys, it's time for the eyes. It's one of my favorite parts about putting on makeup because I love experimenting with colors and dimension, smoky eye, you name it, I love it. So today I'm gonna be using 3 of my favorites, and then I'm gonna talk a little bit about if you need a little bit more dramatic look to your eye. So this is called Wanderlust. I'm gonna be using that. I'm gonna be using also the Best Kept Secret, which is a matte, so it's not shiny. And I am going to use Determined, which is maybe my favorite color out of the whole collection. And I do believe that Kristen Cavallari, if you know who she is, she also said that this was her favorite, and I can't blame her. I see why. Okay, so first, I'm going to do the matte color, the best kept secret. I'm gonna take one of my Savvy Mineral brushes, one of the eyeshadow brushes. I've used it earlier today. So this is the brush that I'm gonna be using. It's this cute little eyeshadow brush. There's already a little bit in my cap, so I'm just gonna use that. I'm gonna swirl it around and give it a tap. Then I'm just gonna apply this all over my eyes from my lash line all the way up to my brows. I'm just gonna set a really nice foundation for my eyeshadow. Okay, so that's on. And now I'm gonna go to my favorite, one of my favorites. I'm not gonna lie, I really like shiny stuff. This Wanderlust eyeshadow is beautiful. Let me make sure I'm using the right one. Yeah, Wanderlust. So I put a little bit on my brush. I'm gonna put that in the cap. It takes so little of this stuff, you guys. Tap it off. Now this is gonna go on my lid right here and the corner of my eye. And then I'm gonna do it also across, just right underneath my brow to give some definition and that nice shiny tone. Okay, so we're nice and shimmery on the lid and just below the brow. Okay, so this is it's an angled brush, but it's a little bit thicker than obviously than you would use for an eyeliner, which you'd also use an angled brush for. And I'm gonna take my Determined, which is a fairly dark brown. It's beautiful. And I have brown eyes, so I know probably you should use a different color to make your brown eyes pop. I don't know. Again, not a makeup artist. I just really like this color. So I'm gonna take this and I put it right over my crease. And I'm going to move it up just a little bit towards the outside. Okay, see? I'm gonna do the other side. Okay, so that is my Determined eyeshadow. I need to get some really good eyeshadow brushes. I'm looking forward to investing in those. So this would probably be my everyday look if I wanted just basic eyeshadow. I'm gonna use this little brush. It's not a fancy one, it's just small, just to kind of blend all of this together and make sure that it's not looking like it's not all together. I'm so eloquent. I mean, killing it. Okay, so that would probably be my eyeshadow of choice if I was just doing day to day. Now, if you are going out for the evening, if you have a date or an event, or heck, you just wanna do a little something dramatic because you're feeling it, I have the Savvy Minerals Multitasker. This is much darker, you see? Much, much darker than the Determined eyeshadow. Ooh, that is way too much. You don't need much, guys, not much at all. So I've got just a little bit in my lid here, and I am going to take this brush. Where did it go? I'm just gonna go ahead and use this brush that I used to blend it just a second ago. Swirl and tap. And then I'm gonna put this just on the outside in the crease. You could even put a little bit down here on your lid if you want it. Kind of gives it a little bit more dimension. Swirl and tap. I'm gonna do that again on my crease more towards the outside, unlike what I did with the Determined. Okay. And that's gonna give me more of a dramatic look. And then you could use a brush that you haven't used if you needed to blend it just a little bit. Just to make sure that it's all nice and blended. Blending is key. I learned that when I was in drill team in high school. Lessons learned from drill team. All right, so that is our eyeshadow. Yay! Now, I am not an eyebrow filler person. I've never done it. I probably should be educated in how to do it, but because I use powder eyeshadow and powder foundation, I like to brush my brows just to get any of that excess shimmer out of my eyebrows and kind of define them just a little bit. Now, if you are a brow filler person, you could use Multitasker for that. It's awesome for that. And then there's other shades of eyeshadow that you could also wet just a little bit and use to fill in your brows. So now my next step is going to be the eyeliner, okay? So let me find it here. Okay, so this is the eyeliner and it's called Jet Setter. This is a new skill that I have recently taught myself because I have never used a powder eyeliner before. I am a liquid eyeliner person. So let me find my eyeliner brush. Just a second. Got it. So this is another one that I bought. It's very, very thin and it's angled. Now you are going to want to have this wet. So what I'm gonna do is tap just a little bit of that eyeshadow in there. You can see I've used it before. So that is also going to get wet. I'm gonna do a couple sprays of, maybe just one spray of the misting spray. It's gonna turn that into a liquid. I'm gonna swirl that bad boy around just a little bit. And then I'm going to apply my eyeliner. Now again, the really wonderful thing about using mineral makeup, building layers. I like dark eyeshadow. I like dark eyeliner, so I'm gonna apply it a few times. Okay, now there's my eyeliner, and it's on. See? And I love it, and it's very easy. I thought it was gonna be really difficult when I decided that I needed to use the powder for my eyeliner. It's not hard, it's very easy. And you could apply it underneath. Sometimes I do, again, if I'm doing more dramatic eyes, I'll put eyeliner to the middle, right here below the center of my eye, and then out. And I always do a little sweep up, just to give a little cat eye experience there. Okay, so next up is going to be mascara. Now, Young Living Savvy Minerals is going to be coming out with a mascara. We don't have it yet. And so it will be released the beginning of August, y'all. So not that far away. I'm gonna give my eyelashes just a little curl. And then I'm going to apply my mascara. Okay, so my first coat of mascara is on. Now this is a tip that I learned from Melissa Pepping, who is the creator of Savvy Minerals. She recommended, and I watched her do it, and it's awesome. I can't wait to show you, it's very exciting. Use some of your veil while your mascara is still wet. After your first application, take some of the Diamond Dust, the mineral veil, and just take a little bitty bit of it. I'm gonna use the tip of this brush and you close your eyes and you just dust it over your lashes. And this is going to give something for the mascara, the second coat of mascara, to cling to. If you want full lashes, ladies, this is gonna be your jam. I already tried it today and it's awesome. Okay, so just a little bit of that diamond dust over your lashes. And then I'm gonna apply my second round of mascara because I like full lashes. And it's amazing how it just attaches on to that veil and makes my lashes look so full. Oh my heavens, I can't. This is amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay, can you see the difference in my lashes? Holy moly. My lashes are pretty. That is awesome. Wow. Bam! Look at those bad boys. Those are some pretty lashes. See? Amazing. So cool. Okay, so my last step. Now this is me personally. A lot of people that I have watched apply makeup, they like to do their eyes first and then their face. So they wait to do the foundation because of particles from the powder that can fall on your cheeks and stuff. I tend not to have that issue, and so I like to do it in this order that we've done, and I always do my blush last. So the blush that I'm going to be using is I Do Believe You'll Blushin', and the reason that I like this one is because it just goes really well with my skin tone. So earlier I put the veil here, up here, 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 okay? So it's still on there, and I'm going to take my brush before I put my blush on, and I'm just going to sweep any that's left over that hasn't soaked into my skin, just real gently. Okay, and now I have some blush in my lid. I'm gonna swirl and tap. And then I know when my mom used to do makeup, I know she'd make this face to do her blush. I tend to do the same thing. So I'm just gonna go on the apple of my cheek right here and then lightly sweep upward. Because we don't want racing stripes, right? We don't want like the severe line of blush. And this blush does have a little bit of a shimmer in it, which is so nice. Again, the apples of my cheeks. See, making the face, and then sweep. Circular motions and sweeping. Not hard. So something else that I like to do is just take a teeny tiny bit, go across my nose, my forehead, my chin, like this. And that's it. You guys, I went from no makeup to full face makeup, and it feels so light, and I feel very pretty. I hope that you are excited about experimenting with your Savvy Minerals makeup. I am excited to see your before and after pictures and to hear your experience with this incredible line of makeup. Friends, I almost forgot to tell you about lipstick and lip gloss. So sorry about that. So here is the Daydream lipstick. It's pretty nude color, and I'm gonna apply this, which I am not a big lipstick wearer, or I wasn't until I got this stuff. It's so good. Ah, it makes my lips feel so good. So I don't typically go nude, but I'm going to apply Abundant lip gloss over it. And it is just lovely. If you don't like a shimmer to your lips, you might not. You might like more of a matte finish. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I learned a tip today that if you take Young Living's Lavender Lip Balm and apply it to your lips, obviously, and then take an eyeshadow, one of Young Living's, or one of the Savvy Minerals eyeshadows, and you apply just with your finger some of that powder eyeshadow, whatever color you're going for, over your lips, and then blot, you're gonna get that beautiful matte finish where it's not gonna be so shiny. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I like shiny lips. All done. Now my face is finished. Thanks again for watching, guys. Bye.